Alright, this is KDRC. This is going to be sort of a review, but also just kind of an unboxing and look at the TTS SZ007 remote transmitter. You'll notice it does kind of resemble a certain transmitter that we all know, but the only difference is this does not cost anywhere near what DJI cost. I picked this up off of eBay for $32, I believe. Came with a transmitter, or excuse me, a receiver, and I believe it's an FHSS is the protocol. I'll double check. It's Futaba, regardless. And I think with the tax and everything, it came to about 36 bucks. You can get this from TomTop. Also, one second. You can also get this from TomTop for, I think it's $39, and then you gotta pay shipping though. Sometimes you can get free shipping. Anyway, I digress. Yeah, this is gonna be an unboxing, and then take a look at it. Can't speak for its quality as a transmitter in general, but I could tell you the feel of it. I was just curious, that's why I picked it up. I knew for that price I wasn't going to be getting necessarily the highest quality transmitter, but it couldn't be any worse than that stupid iRange piece of crap that came out. Multi-protocol, even though this isn't multi-protocol, but so when you first open it, let me see. You'll notice, let me zoom in here for you guys. Anyway, when you first open it, that's basically what it looks like. You got a set of instructions. Yeah, it's in Chinese, of course. But, I mean, it's all, you can always translate it through your phone, Google, what have you. But, it does also have English, as you can see. Let's see, we'll read this 7-channel. The cool thing about this is, for people that, I guess, I don't want to say that myself, but people who are starting off especially, I think this might be an okay transmitter. The gimbals are alright. They're no worse or better than the FlySky i6s. Now, not the latest FlySkys. Those are decent at least. But anyway, but this one you can change from mode to 2 to 1 really easy by just, I don't know if anybody remembers the old MJX transmitters, the orange and white ones. You literally would just flick the side, excuse me, they look like trimming, but they weren't trims. They were actually, they would switch it from whether or not you wanted it centered or not centered or spring loaded or not, and then you could also switch it from mode 1 to 2. Anyway, you can do the mode 1 or 2 by these two switches right here. It tells you in the instructions what to do. It's really simple. Anyway, there's also, I found on eBay, another one. It's the same brand name and everything, but it's way more sophisticated. It says that it takes all receivers, and I even asked the gentleman who was selling it, which was for 89 bucks. And it didn't, I mean, it looked similar to this, but it had a complete colored readout, and it was, I think, about 2.5 inches readout. And it had a lot more channels. I think it was up to a 16 channel, something like that. I mean, it was pretty nice looking. I'll give it that. Though, I don't think it's going to be made out of the same plastic or whatever you want to call this, molding, as this is, but it might be. But, like I said, the display and everything, if it is true that it takes all receivers, like it said, that's a multi-protocol transmitter, which I would have jumped on if he would have said, yeah, that's what it is. But anyway, moving on. Alright, yeah, let's see, this is called the TTSR C 2.4 gigahertz. Alright, remote equipment. In order to ensure a better experience, please be careful, blah, 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 blah. Modulation mode is the GFSK modulation. And yeah, here it is. The TFHSS is the frequency, or the excuse me, the protocol, and the it's for all craft, so it doesn't matter if it's boat, multi-rotor, fixed, or what have you. And less sends out a less or equal to 100 megawatts, 100 megawatts, excuse me. Says it has about 1,000 meter range, but come on, I doubt it. Not for $32. So anybody that buys these, don't buy it expecting that your quad or what have you, any RC product. Well, maybe depending on your setup, I mean, your receiver, of course, and then you can mod it out in the remote, but I wouldn't test it. I certainly wouldn't do that. I wouldn't even say half that, but nowadays it seems like they all say way past what they really can do. And you can go up to a 3S lipo or lithium battery, excuse me, up to 12 volt, 7 to 12. It takes 2S, 3S. Power supply requires for receiver 5 volt, 12 volt. It does have a low voltage alarm range in the transmitter. It lets you know when it's 6.8 volts or less on a 3S. No, wait, no, that's on a 2S. Sorry, let me say that again. On a 2S, it says the voltage less than 6.8 volts, the alarm range of the transmitter will sound. With a 3S, it'll be 10.2 volts, which is very low. If you're at 10.2 volts, you're killing your battery. Of course, I don't know what lithium batteries, unless that's a lipoly. I don't know. I get confused about the battery things. Anyways, sorry if this is kind of a dry review slash unboxing. I haven't even unboxed it yet. I'm just gonna let's skip a lot of shit. All right, it weighs 475 grams without battery. Bingo. That's not bad. All right, it gives you the notes of how to link it up, to bind it. Sure, remote control power, switch power, da 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 da. All right, and then gives you the diagram of the gimbals, what the channels are. All right, power button. Okay, yeah, and then Chinese back. Okay, go ahead. Okay, here it comes up. So here we go. And then, it's actually not a bad boxing, dude. I mean, really, the way they got it. Excuse me if it's too close. I apologize. Towards that. Sorry, guys. There you go. Anyways, so it comes like this. It looks exactly like this when I got it. I've only taken it out once or twice before. So let's set that on top. And I mean, this struck me as odd when I first saw it on TomTop. I was like, what the hell? How can a transmitter be that cheap and look? I mean, obviously they're going for the DJI look, and they do pull it off. Everything except for the feel and the gimbals and da 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 da. But there's the receiver rather. I mean, it's pretty cool. You get a receiver with the transmitter. That only costs you $30. I mean, a little over $30, almost $40, depending on where you get it. And yeah, I mean, shoot, the cheapest you can buy transmitters. Oh gosh, I keep doing that. Receiver, excuse me, is like a Fly Sky, and that's $10 usually. And you get transmitter, receiver for $30 or just over it. I couldn't pass it up. Like I said, you can find it on eBay. Same deal. I got it in 3 days, so it was quick. It was a U.S. stock. That's why another thing I jumped at. I was like, wow, 3 days. I mean, I couldn't pass it up. So anyway, coming from TomTop, it would have taken 3 freaking weeks probably, unless you ordered, you got the highest shipping, which would be crazy for a transmitter like this. I have a feeling there's nothing in these, but then again, there might be, because they do. Let me see. Yeah, there is. There's antennas going up. You can see almost, you can't see it, but there is wire going up. They're actually just like the JYU antennas. So be careful how you move these. I have a feeling these are a lot cheaper too, but the feel of them you can tell. But they do move quite easy though. The JYUs are pretty stubborn. So just be careful when you're closing it and opening it, because turning it too fast, turning it hard, you will eventually crack, and once it cracks, it'll start spreading all the way up. So you'll want to glue that right away, or super glue it, whatever. And then you obviously got 2 switch, and then you got a 3 switch. Everything you need. And then these aren't actually that bad right here. Let me tell you the truth, I felt worse. You know, it's really not bad. They're not clicking or nothing, so there's no, you don't know when you're in the middle, but you see it, on here. And then, I mean, for the gimbals, yeah, they're loud, but, I mean, the iRange multi-protocol transmitter, I'm still on the way. I'm sending that baby back, thank God, but, they weren't even close to this nice, and these aren't even all that, but at least they work. Now, I can't speak for as, if we saw a diagram, if it was centered going back to 0, negative 100, positive 100, da da da. But they feel alright, man. Like I said, they almost feel like the Fly Skies on the i6s, the old ones. But you get that hollow sound there. Most people are like turned off by that, but anyway. So turn it on. Or maybe. Oh wait, did I do both, you mean? I forgot. I turned it on before. Oh. The hell. There we go. Just had to hold it down for like 4 seconds. And then you get the little cheesy star popping up. But I kind of like it. At least it kind of gives you awareness that, hey, it's on, besides the red button. And like I said, this makes it so, like, see, that was just, see, now it's spring loaded too. So, and then you put that up, and then this is mode 2, or mode 1 rather. So this would be your throttle now, and this would be your aileron and your up and down, or forward and backwards, excuse me. And this is up and down your rudder. But I have a feeling you have to go and I don't think you have to go in and change it anything, because there's nothing to plug in. You know what I mean? You don't really go into Betaflight and change this thing up. Now, me, I have a 2200 3 cell, and I think this is overpowering it, to be honest with you. I don't think you need that. If you have a 2 cell, just use that. That'll be fine. And I can't see this burning through batteries very much. I mean, I think this is on that tip, it's not a gulper in power, which, when you're starting out, gosh, I'm having problems with that, aren't I? Pardon me. There we go, sorry. Now, there's the back. It tells you what voltage it is, and the name of it and everything. It almost looks like there's a modular bay. It might even be one for like an external antenna. I bet you that's what that is. I didn't even think of that. Doesn't. Oh wow, it does come out. There it is. Oh, look at that. There was supposed to be a plug-in. I guess it is for a modular. Somehow. But anyway, that's interesting. I didn't notice that before. I hope I'm still in frame. I'm not going to keep this going any more longer, guys. You get the gist of it. I mean, like I said, I don't have it hooked up to anything yet, so, I mean, what can I really do about it, say about it? So, now we're back in mode 2. Switches feel okay. Gimbals are alright. And then this is going to be the bind button. Or that's the return home too, I believe. But that would be, I believe, the bind. Yep. Let's turn it off. Let's see what it does. It tells you in the directions exactly what to do. I have a feeling, yeah, that's the bind. And then once it's bound, it'll turn green or something. But don't quote me on that. But anyway, this is a quick unboxing of this cheap transmitter. And not necessarily cheap in a built way. I mean, you guys can hear that. I mean, obviously it's cheap plastic. Gimbals, I mean, really, you could do worse. You really could. There's some crap transmitters out there. Now, as far as how it flies, I will not tell you that because I do not know. So, there's a way to program the channels that you want. Yeah, there you go. Bam, now it's binding, or it's in bind mode. So, yay, huh? Anyhow, okay guys, hope that this is somewhat helpful, in a manner of speaking. Okay, until next time, this is KDRC. Have fun and be safe.